It's prime time. It's prime time. Talk TV. Talk TV. We're letting you know. We're letting you
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you're on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into the video, shall we? How about your boy Shakur Stevenson, man? Oh man, he done went so far as to say, look, if the little puppy Issac Cruz don't want to scrap, then look, I take William Zepeda or I take George Kambosos. It don't matter. I'll smoke either one of these dudes. You know, I'm just paraphrasing, you know. But since you're here to my channel, I'll let you check out the real deal. He basically says, if the little puppy don't want to fight, let's get who next in line. Isn't it William Zepeda or Kambosos? Don't really matter. I'm ready to smoke some regardless. And little puppy was referring to Pitbull, Issac Cruz. And basically, like I did a video not too long ago, Issac Cruz's father, he made a statement saying that he didn't want his son Issac Cruz to fight. Shakur Stevenson basically saying the fight would be boring, that he would be running, he would be chasing Shakur Stevenson like a dog chasing a cat, yada, yada, yada. So, it's basically like he was saying, paraphrasing that, hey, Shakur Stevenson isn't on our radar right now, because, honestly, it is a bad matchup for Issac Cruz, honestly. Shakur Stevenson is very, very rangy and cagey. He has very, very good timing, very, very good footwork. It would be a disaster for Issac Cruz to take that fight. And I understand, Issac Cruz is senior, in taking that defense. Because if I was on his team, I would probably be suggesting another fighter as well. Something, along the line of his son's style of fighting. And that is, straight, flat foot in front of you, bang 'em, rock and sock 'em type of style fight. Hey, that's all cool and dandy. But honestly speaking, candidly, if Issac Cruz really want to get mega fights, you have to take risk in fights like that with a Shakur Stevenson. Because if he were able to beat a Shakur Stevenson, that would change his career to stardom instantly. Even if he were to go to 12th round with Shakur Stevenson, that would still give him power, far as stardom goes. So it's really no lose in it unless he loses badly, and I think that's what Issac Cruz Sr. is insinuating, that, hey, it's high risk, low reward for this, but it's really no low reward because Shakur Stevenson is a prime name, and to catch him while he's moving up, it would be the best time for a fighter that felt confident enough in fighting and beating Shakur Stevenson. And I definitely gotta, commend Oscar Valdez, for finally taking that fight like he did. Honestly, we all saw why he didn't early on take this Shakur Stevenson fight, years ago when Shakur was asking for it. And unfortunately, a lot of fighters say that, hey, he runs and yada yada. Well, don't you have legs? Can't you train to chase down and cut the ring off? Can't you do those type of things? I'm sure you can. I'm sure there is something in the boxing science that talks about cutting the ring off, from a fighter that's running. Or if the fighter likes to move his feet and run a lot, then you do and work on your cardio in order to chase him down and cut the ring off. That's all. That's all. But we understand, the real side of it is that style makes fights, and sometimes fighters, teams don't feel as though, hey, this fighter have the best qualities and attributes to fight this type of fighter. So we'll find this type of fighter for him to fight and not that type of fighter. If you get what I'm saying? So Shakur Stevenson, he's one of those fighters that, makes it hard for a lot of times to get fights like that. He has to basically just do a process of elimination and fight fighters and work his way up to fighters, and make them look bad or get to a point where he's made as a mandatory for a champion. There's other ways around it, but it's sad to say that you see this so many times in boxing to where fighters want to have fights with certain fighters, like Shakur Stevenson been calling out Issac Cruz, and Issac Cruz hasn't responded. Only his father, Issac Cruz Sr., has responded. His son hasn't yet to respond, and that's not a good look. It's not a good look when, a lot of times you have someone speaking for you and you're not speaking for yourself. You have fans, not your father. So, those are some of the things I think that all boxers should do. When someone's calling you out, you should address it and just say, look, hey, I ain't ready for this fight yet. I'm working on some other things, whatever the case may be. But put it out there in a way to where it doesn't grow on its own and people just create a story on its own until you then want to address it and say, oh, this is a lie and yada, yada, yada. Well, you could have did that in the beginning. You let this fighter talk and run his mouth and say this, that. Now the people believe him because you waited too long to come out and address the issue. So Issac Cruz, giving you a point of advice as far as with, PR, even to your father, if you're listening, address things as they come. No matter how ugly or whatever they seem, address them. Let your son address those things. Whether it's on social media, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, it don't matter. Address those things as they come, because it helps to keep your son's name, valuable to the internet, but also to himself. But when you don't address things, then it allows people to make up narrative their own self, and by the time he addresses it, it's, they don't really care because they don't believe the hype for so long. So, I understand Issac Cruz will fight anybody his father lead him to fight. I believe that they will fight the Shakur Stevenson fight if they've deemed it valuable enough to fight. So we'll see how it go. We don't know who Issac Cruz is fighting next, but I will stay on top of that. Shakur Stevenson, he already said, look, I'll fight William Zepeda or I'll fight George Kambosos. And those all are good step-up fights for him because, Shakur Stevenson is coming up from 126. So, moving to 130, 135, that's where he need to be, that 135 lane. So it is what it is. We're going to see who grabs hold of Shakur Stevenson, slam for a fight. We're going to see who answers the call out. Either it's going to be William Zepeda or it's going to be George Kambosos. I'm thinking it's going to be William Zepeda, to be honest with you. And that would be a good matchup for Shakur Stevenson. It really will. William Zepeda is no joke whatsoever. Look him up if you don't know. That boy is a problem, period. So that'll be a very, very good matchup. I hope, we can go ahead and get him lined up for the first of the year because 2023 already got some crazy good matches coming out of PBC. Y'all can say what y'all want. A lot of people been, down talking this, that, and the third. I'm going to do that in another video. But as of right now, I'm going to keep y'all up to date with Shakur Stevenson, with who he's going to fight next. Is it going to be a Issac Pitbull Cruz, or is he going to be the little puppy and bow out? And we'll get a William Zepeda or a George Kambosos. So anyway, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out. Till next time.
It's prime time.